Oh ho, a rousing success! I worried about Tippy being gone so long, but clearly magical events transpired. It has been a while. Thanks to all you, this town, and indeed all towns, are now safe. Please accept my thanks. Now tell me of Tippy. Have you heard anything about her at all? I see. Nor have I. It seems no one has seen Tippy at all. But somehow, I can't shake the feeling that she is alive. Yes, alive, and living somewhere happily, I'm sure. Oh ho, our tale almost seems to turn sad there for a moment, didn't it? Well, you've been gone so long, there must be many people you still wish to see. Please take your time. I will be at home. Please come by if you feel the urge. Goodbye, my friends. Hello, all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Super Paper Mario. Last time, we saved the world. Or I guess worlds, plural, as the case may be this time. And this time, I'm going to go running around the world of Super Paper Mario. Or once again, worlds of Super Paper Mario. And maybe tie up some loose ends. And I'm going to start that by going and, I guess, doing as Merlin suggested. And talking to him. And I'm going to just pop on over here. I'm going to talk to you, see what you've got to say. How are you feeling? I've been researching this town and other ancient civilizations. I have a feeling that there are hints out there how to make this world better. Tippy loved this world, and wherever she is, I know she wishes for its betterment. This world is that you saved. Alright, that's fascinating. If I talk to you again, do you have anything different to say? You do not. Alright, that's great. Now, since we talked to Merlin, we might as well also go and pop into our super symmetric flip side over here on the other side and talk to Nullrim down this pipe. And I'm gonna see if he has anything interesting to say, anything that may be of importance or anything like that. And let's see, what am I gonna do after this? Trying to plan out my day here. And there's a couple things that I need to get done. I'm not entirely sure how long it's all gonna take. Long ago, our ancestors held the Dark Prognosticus, but one group became taken by the book's dark power. They stole it and hid it. They were Bleck's ancestors. The Dark Prognosticus changed him for the worse, but that's all in the past. All that matters is his kind heart was restored. He and Tippy should be living happily together somewhere. This, I believe. Alright, that's very nice. So, I guess, while I'm here, something that it may make sense to do is going to be to go to Housets and check on my item management status. I've got a lot of Thunder Rages. I expected that I was going to be using some in that maze section of 8-4, and I don't think I ever did. So that's something. I've got an Ultra Shroom Shake. I will cook that into a Shroom Steak, just so that we can see what that looks like. But first, let me offload some junk. Not so bad, is it? So we've gone and deposited a bunch of junk in Housets, and as you can see, I also turned some of my money into I suppose a gold standard transaction and turned it into a couple gold bars that I stored in Housets also. So I'm basically treating them as a bank. I'm gonna go to chapter 3-4. I think it makes sense for this to be the first thing that I do in the post game. And if I were to go visit Francis in chapter 3-4. We no longer have Tippy. If I had to point my Wii Remote at the screen, nothing would happen. You can't see me because I have no face cam, but I'm pointing my Wii Remote at the screen. And nothing is happening. Tippy is gone. That is unfortunate, not only because she was quite a personality, but also because she was somewhat useful when it came to describing things in the world. And that is a feature that may or may not come in handy at some points in the game. However, if you go and talk to Francis in chapter 8-4, and I'm gonna get roasted by the kitty lasers, aren't I? That's a little bit inconvenient. Okay. Creeps on the internet never change. So if we go and talk to Francis, we have ourselves a completion star, but we also have... When I see something super rare, I must own it, but trying to hold on to a digital butterfly against her will landed me in the hospital. So I think I'm done with that stuff. This time I harness my inner to create something beyond high technical. Dying to see it, aren't you? Behold! My masterpiece of one-to-one scaled replica of Tippy with real fluttering action. I like to call her Tiptron. Hey, that's not my name, it's Tippy. Did you hear that? She can perfectly replicate Tippy's voice. Tiptron can even flutter. She's pretty much the pinnacle of high technicality. Tiptron earned me the coveted elite Ner status on the digibutter.ner forums. Oh, would you by any chance be interested in buying her? I'm saving for a Starship X-Naught issue 1. I'll sell it for just 999 coins. This is a sweet deal on a super rare collectible. What do you say? Well, in hindsight, it might have been a little on the dumb side for me to, I guess, what would it be called? De-liquidating my assets, my money, turning my money into gold bars. But I'm gonna need 999 coins. I probably should have remembered this. What do you say if I try to buy it with insufficient funds? Francis, you are not any fun. All right, ruining resale value. Yeah, that's just a thing that we do sometimes. So let me go back and acquire some of that money. Alright, good with money I am not. I have returned with 999 coins, so I'm going to buy the Tiptron device. I knew you couldn't resist something so high technical. You are now the owner of the only Tiptron in the entire universe. Tippy's robot replica Tiptron has joined your party. She looks and talks just like the real Tippy. Well, are you ready to go? So you may notice a few differences, one being the text box that pops up around the dialogue that Tiptron says. Instead of the, I suppose what was it, just like a square text box with a couple jaggy lines, Tiptron has much more, like hard lines around the text box. And also, if I were to actually scan something with her, that's Francis, a chameleon who lives for anime, games, and comics. He may not know a lot about a variety of subjects, but he is a master geek of geek lore. He constructed me. No, I'm Tippy. I wasn't constructed by anyone. You can see that she is a little bit on the self-aware side. There's some other things that you can say, that you can scan. We're going to scan ourselves. That's not the interesting part. At least that's what I think she would say, is what she will generally follow up the Tippy tattles with if you scan something with Tiptron. And that's a little bit of a little bit sad. The robot is somewhat aware that she is not actually the authentic Tippy. But we do have our one of our main game mechanics back, and that's somewhat important. I did want to start off with that because it's a little on the maybe emotional side. Anyway, speaking of emotional side, if I were to go to chapter 7-4... Alright, here we are. Alright, I'll take that. As you can see, I fell off the level a few times on my way here. Anyway. You guys! Love Bee! I thought you evaporated into a pure heart. Greetings, how art thou? Ha ha ha! Thou hast a very confused look on thy countenance. Thou art wondering how I return to life? Well, that is a secret. Ha ha ha, just kidding. Truth be told, I know not, but who careth, I am back. Mother and father have been all over me since my return. They are so clingy. I guess it is my fault for being so cute. Well, that should come along and play whenever. Mother, father, and I are always hither. Alright, that's interesting. So that story had a bit of a post-game resolution, that story arc. Thou hast done such an amazing job, truly amazing work. Thou hast saved all worlds. Now all doth smile again, and Loki hath returned. Thou hast fulfilled my promise, fulfilled thy promise, I knew thou wouldst. I owe thee much. Thou and thy friends are heroes indeed, thank thee. Jades? I heard the news and came running, and I saw Loveby. I could not believe it. It was a miracle. I feel such anguish that we put this child through so much. Now we're going to make up for it by loving her as much as we can. And we owe it to all of you for saving all the worlds. Thank you so very much. Be sure to come see me when your games end. I will tip the scales in your favor. So, Loveby is back. Jades and Granby, yeah, it took me a minute to remember your name. They worked some magic, and with the world saved and all the pure hearts put to their original use, I guess, or whatever, Loveby has returned, and she is now the actual Loveby. She's not just a replica the way that Tiptron is. So that's heartwarming, I guess. Let's get out of here. And I believe if you go around to the various towns and outposts, Flipside, Flopside, Old Man Watch It, and what have you, a bunch of NPCs do have things to say to you. as thanks for saving the world. But I'm not going to do any others. The ones that I cared about were getting Tiptron and going and visiting Queen JD's Granby and Loveby. Instead, what I'm going to do next is... Let's see, this took me a minute to remember. If you flop down here, I'm going to take the shortcut. So this is not Merlumina. No, I don't want to talk to you. I don't care what you have to say. This is Merlumina. I don't think I've been in here. For example, if you put the game down for a long period of time, and if you need to remember where you were when you come back, you can hop on in here, talk to your Merlumina, and she will give you some directions. And if I talk to you from behind the crystal ball, nothing changes. Okay. So that means it's going to be the other one, the one in flop side. So I'm going to go and talk to the Charmer Merly. And it feels like it takes a lot longer to go through this pipe when you're waiting for something to happen so that you can talk about it. But if I'm going to come over here and talk to Merly, I have it in here, and you will give you a, you can buy a charm. And that is something that will cause a random item to be given to you when you stomp on an enemy. I'm not interested in that. I have ways that I can obtain most of the items that I care about in this game. So instead, I'm going to talk to you from behind the crystal ball, and you're in a bit of a pickle. See, I was hoping for maybe you could do me a big favor. Can you, I implore? You can say yes the long way or no. I'm gonna go with yes because I don't want to do this. Thank you, true. I knew I could count on you. During my confusing move, I lost my crystal ball so smooth. I use a replacement now, but it feels wrong somehow. I believe that Merlovely uses the same type of ball as me. If you go to her and ask for one of her crystal balls real fast, you know where Merlovely is, right? Where the outskirts of Flipside are in sight. Thank you, true. So we can go back to the place that we were a minute ago, and we can go and talk to Merlovely again and ask her for one of her crystal balls. Okay. Popping in and out of dimensions. Let's see. So if I were to, I believe I have to talk to you from behind the crystal ball to do this. Otherwise, if I talk to you from in front, yeah, you're gonna just do that spiel. Hee 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 hee. I have been awaiting, heroes. You want to ask me about a crystal ball? There's nothing to fear. I'm Merlovely. It's my job to know the future. Really sent you, did she not? Yes, I already the ball. Please take it. Or I'd like to say that, but there's something I must ask of you first. I know I do not look like it, but I'm in training. I told someone about it, and they said that they had some useful equipment. But I've been so busy that I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet. The kind fella who offered me equipment is the Flip Wizard Bestovius. It would really help me out if you would agree to... if you agree to go to his house and pick it up. If you do that, then I will give you this crystal ball. Bestovius' house is beyond Flipside Tower's red door of Lawnland Road. Thanks for your assistance. Yeah, I think we know where that is. It's one of the first things that you do in this game. So we're just going to pop on over to World 1-1. And he is going to send us on our way. Hopefully with whatever this training equipment happens to be. I feel the sudden urge to play as Bowser. Because if any of... let's go to 1-1 Lineland Road. If any of these little side quest sequences involve talking, having the player character talk, I feel like Bowser would be the funniest, so I'm going to go with him. Alright. Of course, he is going to be on the slow side. And I'm going to do the thing that I'd mostly resisted... Congratulations, Bowser. Gonna do the thing that I've mostly resisted doing so far, and use Bowser Carry just because it's faster, and I got places to go and people to see, and I'm suddenly having a lot of trouble with these Goombas here. Congratulations, Bowser. Let's see. You be on your way, and the Flip Wizard Bestovius lives in here. Alright. No need to reveal the door. No need to, use our fancy Specialis Revelio. Bestovius! Flip Wizard! Ah, hero! What need have you of the blindingly brilliant Bestovius? So you've come for the training machine in place of Merlovely. Yes, of course I know such a machine. Normally, I would never allow you to back into the splendor of my knowledge, but you are a hero. Now then, hero, I have a favor to ask of you. I've lent a certain something to the mayor of Yoldtown, Watchet. You must retrieve it for me. I have asked for it back many times, but old Watchet must treasure it, for he has never returned it. Retrieve it for me, Pistovius, and I shall grant you the training machine. Simply ask him for the you-know-what, he will understand. Now be gone. So much secrecy, Jesus. Alright, so I could travel through World 1, but I think it would actually be faster to teleport back to Flipside and then go through the door to 1-3 straight away. Alright, so we're gonna be going in circles a bit. Or, not in circles, but we're gonna be being given the runaround. That's the best way I can describe one of these quests. Alright, Chapter 1-3. The mayor of Yoldtown can be found over through the desert town. It's World 1-2, isn't it? Very upset that I went through the wrong door. Oh, where would I be without video editing? So, we are in 1-2. This is Yoldtown. And I can go and talk to Old Man Watchet. And he's going to tell me to watch it. Well, some things never change. I was looking for you. Need you to do something. What? You watch it. Don't you give me that nod again, look. Dumplings, you listen to me now, you hear? Open those ears before I box them. So here's the thing. This strange lady showed up in my dreams and talked on and on about something. I don't know what it was, but she needed help with something. Watch it. Yep, this is what she looked like. Okay. Great. Don't know what her deal is, but she needs to get out of my dreams. Watch it. So get off my rug and help her out. Maybe she'll quit flapping her lip. If you put a sock in her trap, I'll give you whatever you want. Watch it. Oh, I almost forgot. Gotta give you this. That is a paper. Look for someone to sign it. She's been in my dreams so long, I guess I've become some fan of sorts. So go get her to sign this, then you know what you can do. You can watch it. Alright, so the side quest continues. I'm gonna go to 1-4. Alright, here we are, the final room of Chapter 1-4, and where is that? Not funny lady. Ah, Hero, so you have come to me? Maria's hiding behind a pillar. It is I, Merlumina. It is a pleasure to meet you again, Hero. What? What am I still doing here? I had slept here for 1,500 years, waiting to give you the pure heart. Having done that, I decided I might enjoy a quick nap. But I couldn't sleep. Perhaps it was just because I had slept so long. But even after I sat in bed and read for a bit, I still wasn't sleepy. If this keeps up, I thought I will be reduced to a mere phantom in this world. So I tried counting sheep, but even after counting 100,000 sheep, it didn't work. Then I became frustrated with myself for not being able to sleep. So I thought, why not send out my frustration to someone telepathically? I figured the message would reach someone in the nearby town with ancient blood. I used to do it all the time when I was single and wanted to meet people. I was a wild gal back then, throwing caution and my heart to the wind. One day, my mind message reached 3 different men. From that day on, my heart was a tossing ship on a tempest of love. So as I was saying, I just couldn't get to sleep at all. Hey, are you sleeping? People are suffering from a severe lack of sleep here. Doesn't that tug at your heart? People in this millennium have no sense of compassion. Back to what I was saying. I was trying to vent some frustration with some of that telepathic pranks, but the person receiving the telepathy was hard of hearing, so it barely worked. That only made me more sad. But it helped me to realize something else. Maybe I couldn't sleep because I was sad. And then I realized that since childhood, I always fell asleep to lullabies. My mom was always there when I slept as a child. She'd hold my hand and sing me sweet songs. Of course, once I moved on, I needed someone else to sing them to me. I was quite popular back then, I should tell you. I finally found 4 men who met my standards for lullaby singing. And from that day on, my life was awash in a whirling pool of love songs. I had 4 men singing to me, so I decided to, but all we could but then, and I said, however, And that's when dozens of people thronged to this place to say their last farewells. And their voices were the lullaby that put me to sleep for 1500 years. But now nobody is here. I'm all alone and I couldn't get to sleep. I'm so lonely. It's just terrible, I can't stand it. And you're sleeping again. I can't believe you. Honestly, I'm wringing my heart out to you. And you just... All this talking is making me a little drowsy. Since you've been here, I haven't felt so lonely. Maybe I can get back to sleep now. Oh, was that your plan all along? Brilliant thinking. Yes, I'm feeling cozy now. I think I can get to sleep. Thank you, hero. Now I can get back to... sleep. What is it? Why are you bothering me now that I'm finally getting back to sleep? Huh? An autograph? Why, certainly. Just give me the paper there. Now then. You're always in my heart. Signed, the fantabulous Merlumina. And done. Oh, let's put a little kiss on the end here. Mwah. There we go. How's that? So... never change, Merlumina. So we're all settled then. Glad to hear. And thank you, hero. I'll return to the sweet embrace of dreams. You go and do that, lady. I would not be as upset if I never had to come here again. Please, take good care of this world. Good night. I gotta go back to 1-2 now. Alright, so we're finally getting somewhere with this runaround. Watch it! You there. Hello. Hey, you there. Yeah, that's what I said. That lady up and left my dreams. I can't watch it. She's not there. Can't watch it. What you can't watch. Oh, God, my brain. It was bad enough to hear her wailing on, but it's worse to see her disappear. I got nothing else going on in my life. Even whooping folks with my cane has gotten old. So, out of lack of better options, we're going to give you the autograph. Is this her autograph? Just look at those curlicles and swoop-de-doos in her handwriting. More flustered than the time I dropped that hot girdle in my gunders. I am so curious about how you managed that. Dumplings! Where was I? Oh, I owe you for helping her. You can take anything I own. Bowser doesn't vocalize there. Or, like, textualize, speak words? Yeah, I guess, whatever. Eh, you want the you-know-what? Whoever told you about that better watch it! I see, so old Bestovius asked you to get it for him. Doesn't make a whisker of sense. Why'd he ask for someone else to come get it for him? Fine then, take it, but you better watch it! Anyway, you got a you-know-what, which is a, I suppose a very nondescript CD of sorts. That's my cousin, but nothing means more to me than Merlumina. Crazy saying that out loud, so say hello to Bestovius for me, and whoop him with a cane or a newspaper or something. Oh, I certainly will, sir. So we're gonna go and try and finish off another level of the call stack here with this here side quest. And we're going to return to 1-1 and speak to Bestovius. Alright, old man, I've got a newspaper here with your name on it. Or, yeah, you know what, with, I don't know, CD-ROM with probably pirated music or whatever. I don't really care, just take it. Been on this quest for long enough now. So the hero returns! Did you get the you-know-what from Watch It? I sure did. You have it! This pleases Bestovius greatly. This is quite a collector's item. I was worried that Watch It had lost it. Ah, I'm so relieved. What is this? You still need something from the Grand Bestovius? Ah, yes, of course. You seek the training machine. Of course I remember. Such little faith. Take it, hero. It would only disturb my sublime energies. So we're gonna get a Nintendo DS. This is an exercise machine. Take it to Merlovely. And with that, I, Bestovius, once used it myself, you see. But I upgraded to the newer, sleeker model, so I no longer require its services. You'd better give that back to Merlovely. And send along greetings from Bestovius. So, Bestovius is going to tell us about his brand spanking new Nintendo DSi or whatever. And we are going to... Or was it the DS Lite that came after the original, like, brick DS? The DS brick? I think it was the DS Lite that came after that. And at the time of this game coming out, that might have been the only successor to the Nintendo DS. But, you know, whatever. Let's go jump off the Flipside Tower, head on back to Merlovely. And we can go and wait on a loading screen, wait on the animation, wait on the doors, go in the house, and we can give Merlovely her Brain Age Nintendo DS cartridge game thing, whatever. Did you pick up my equipment for me? Yeah, you take that. This is it, this is it! Now I can train to my heart's content. What? You wondered which body part I can work with this? Well, my brain, of course. I've already trained every other part of my body, so that just leaves my head. That was so nice of you, thank you so very much. Well then, as promised, here's your gift. So that is a crystal ball, and I can take that crystal ball to Merlovely. To Merly, rather, from Merlovely. There will be no charge, but please tell her this. Now we're even. On that note, take care. Alright, that's fabulous. So, the brain training machine is indeed a reference to the Brain Age games that were made on the early years of the Nintendo DS. I have never personally played one. I don't exactly know how they work, but I assume it's some sort of puzzle game, some sort of mental gymnastics game of some sort or another. Now, to finish this off, did you get the ball for me? Do I thank you? Golly gee? Alright. That one was hard. And we're going to give that to Merly. That's it, that's the one. Ah, oh, well done. Thank you, thanks a ton. Well then, let's see now. I must thank you somehow. I guess there's only one thing I can do for you, hun. One charmer for you. Woohoo. If you want to charm on someone, cross the counter and talk to them, hun. What's this I see on you? You look angry or blue? A charm for me is just not enough. Kids these days and grateful stuff. Fine. I will be remiss if I did not give you this. And with that, we are going to get a random house key, a key to a door somewhere in the world. Once there was an explorer, a charm I cast with a purr. He gave me this, yes sir. I do not know what it unlocks. I bet it's handy. It bet buy my socks. You can have it. It rocks. Well now, bye and how. So with that, we can go, and I'm going to switch over to Mario, and find the door to this random house somewhere in the world, and this is what I'm going to end the video on. I don't know exactly how long this is going to be, but I have been recording this video for about an hour, and I think it's high time that I go do something else now. And let's see, if I go down into the first level of Flopside, and if I go over past the house of the chef, and if I were to go, I believe, to this wall that I bombed a while ago, to the back area, you can find a house with a lock on it, and you can insert the random house key into this lock, and this will gain you entrance to this house. Alright, so we've got some, what it looks like an abandoned shop of sorts. There's a cash register, a table, a bunch of, I see a backpack maybe, some trunks full of stuff. Most importantly, doodly-doo! The bird it warbles tweet, the bug it cries cheep, the frog ribbit, the dog gruff, goats and cars bleat. All things sing, you see, to live is to make music. My words, could it be? I said something poetic, could it truly be? And you are? I am Piccolo! Your footsteps sang to me, clop, clop, and over again. Those sounds are not your everything, your all, your essence, nope! I'll show you why. The melodious Pixel named Piccolo has joined your group. If you use Piccolo, different music will play depending on the character you use. Some secret power is sprinkled in. Use me to hear a sound that matches your character. Piccolo, Piccolo. The beat of your spirit, I will find it and play it for you. Alright, so this is another one of the optional Pixels. So we have 3 optional Pixels so far. There is, what's her name? Barry? Did I not pick up Barry? I forgot to pick up Barry. I'm gonna go do Barry in a minute. There is Piccolo, there is Tiptron, and there is the one that I just shouted out a moment ago, and there is a 4th that is probably going to be the subject of the next video. Haven't decided entirely yet. But if you use Piccolo's power, each of the 4 characters in the game, as implied, has a unique jingle. That was Mario's. If I switch to Princess Peach, that's a harp. That's pretty lovely. If I switch to... No. Stop. If I switch to Bowser... Bowers is heavy metal, objectively the best. And lastly, there's Luigi. I have no idea what that is. I'm going to make my best guess that that counts as jazz. Let's see. The musical effect that happens when you do each of those things is if you have been cursed by a cursia, Piccolo's music will cure that curse, which is a nice thing to have once in a while. I want to say it cures poison, but since there are so many other things in the game that cure poison, I'm gonna actually take a guess that it doesn't cure poison. So, lastly, and I could have sworn I did this. I might have done this in one of the sections of video that I ended up throwing away. If you go back to Chapter 3.1. This is Chapter 3.1. And if you go and talk to the bush that talked to you at the beginning of Chapter 3.1. Hello. Whoa-ho now! You want to hear the 3 tips again, just say the word. Oh wow, are you a Pixel? Thanks, but I don't need any more tips. No more hints? No way, you defeated Francis? Whoa, 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 slow down, that's huge news. Just glad I could help with a daring mission to infiltrate the nerd lair. So, guess there's no need for me to stay here and give out tips. Guess I've done my job, I've got nothing else to do now. Oh hey, how about I tag along with you guys? Well, I made up my mind, I'm coming along whether you want me or not. Barry, the prickly pixel, has joined your group. Use Barry to create a spiky barrier around you. There's plenty of dangerous types wandering out there. Let's stick together, it'll be safer for both of us that way. Indeed, so, if you see an enemy... Can I find an enemy? Alright, there's some Koopas up here. If you see an enemy, and if you stand in front of it and use Barry, you can create a bit of a spiky shield of doom. And that will, well, one, knock the enemy back. And it will also deal damage to them. As you can see, these Koopas, nice. These Koopas, do not have enough HP to take more than one hit from Barry. Very useful pixel to have, if you want to play the defensive game a bit. I'm sure I'll be making use of you at least a little bit. I believe in an earlier recording that I did scrap, I picked up Barry around when I went into Samur's Kingdom, and tried to make use of your blocking power there, but as you can see, I have evidently, reset the game since that point and was not able to have that show up in the video. But we've got Barry now, and I'm going to end this off here, so guess I'll end it off in Chapter 3 here. My name is Dragonite, this has been Super Paper Mario. These are 3 of the 4 optional pixels that you can pick up in the game. Like I said, I am thinking that I'm going to make the 4th optional pixel the subject of the next video. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.